Hello, I'm back. I had a little sabbatical and now it's finally time again to talk about microcrawlers. As you might know, if you follow me, I did lots of content on CR-18Ps and my Evo Pro is basically my most built rig, and today I have something new to unbox. First, the disclaimer, I did not get this for free, I had to pay. So here is my AsiaTees invoice. This is not a sample, it's the real customer shipment. So let's look what's in this box. And some of you might guess what it is, and the box is already kind of open, so it's not going out as expected, but now here we are. So I think I'm one of the first in Europe to have the new CR-18P flatbed edition, and let's see what we got. I chose the yellow one, and yes, I'm not super happy about the look, but we will see how this turns out. So, here's the first thing. They have a different radio now. That's interesting. So, if you check it out, I did not yet cut my fingers, and we can see it's a more full-size type of radio, and it says Fly Sky on it. I'm not an expert, but I guess there is people who are experts. It's Fly Sky. What I care for is which type of batteries does it use, and apparently it uses AA batteries. So I guess I bring the correct batteries in my trousers. Oh yes, I did. So we will put 4 AA analogs in there. And I think they changed the radio because of more channels. I did not do all the research on the rig, so I assume it's channels. This radio has a lot of channels. It says channel 3, channel 4, channel 6, and there is even a lever. This is amazing for our mower guys. It has a lever like a NT4 and it's with a spring. I am absolutely amazed. But it has analog trims, so no digital trims. Fine for an RTR radio. But amazing that it has a digital lever with a spring. Unheard of for an RTR radio, I guess. And if you compare the size to the normal radio, it is a lot, maybe like this, you can see it. It is a lot bigger, but not crazy big. What I can see, it's hard to draw. Maybe you can even drive it with one hand, which is always nice. So that's for the radio. And radio can be switched on, but I don't see any lights yet. So curious if it will work. Probably not. So check the batteries one more time. I think there's one battery in the wrong direction. Probably no. Interesting. So either my batteries are bad or the radio is bad, because the LEDs don't come on. We will investigate in a minute, because I guess you all want to see the car in reality. The car comes with a bag, with some tools, a charger, and something small that I don't know. And here it is. The flatbed edition of the CR-18P 6x6. What surprises me a little bit about this car is that the cap is so little. It's kind of out of scale, and the bed is riding very high because they choose to put and if you look at the suspension, it doesn't go up to the frame. So in reality, the bed is riding like 2 centimeters too high. Could go a lot lower. The axles. This is always a bit of a problem with linked 6x6, that the axles go like that. So in reality, those 6x6 trucks have a pendulum solution in the middle. Also the truck trial guys use this, and this is I think what I want to try to do on this truck, because I don't like this ducky style 6x6 where the rear axles go crazy like that. It's not so nice. Amazing that it has a winch. That's a really cool feature. Apparently I don't have a working radio as of now, so this will be difficult. And there is a cap flip option, which is pretty cool. And also what I really like is, what I see now is that the battery is up front, which is really cool. It doesn't matter for the current configuration, I guess, but for the general spirit that they understood that the battery should be in the front, makes me happy, even if it's maybe not so important for this car. I will try to switch it on, and it should have a bunch of lights. But apparently we have this little problem with the radio that doesn't want to go on. But this is the on-off switch, and batteries are incorrectly. Maybe I choose bad batteries, who knows. I go here real quick and steal some batteries from a different car that should work. See in a second. I don't care too much for the radio in reality, because I'm sure I will change it at some point. But that sounds much better. So apparently my batteries were dead. The car is working. And it's doing something but not moving. Interesting. This is the winch. That's really cool. I'm in love with the winch on the lever, because I have a spring lever with the winch. That's perfect. Really perfect. The steering. Honestly, with this wheelbase, and you cannot expect wonders from the steering, because with locked axles and this type of wheelbase, it will not steer well. My plans is to create something like a European truck trial rig. So maybe this seems to be the gear switch. Yeah, this is the 2-speed switch. Yeah, 2-speed, perfect. I think I have to move the car a little bit more back so you can see it better. So apparently the 2-speed is a bit on the fast side, but we will figure that out later. So here's the 2-speed for gear 1 and gear 2. Gear 2 is really to haul ass, I guess. So properly fast. What I don't completely understand is that my buggy on top of the car looks quite out of proportion. So if you are into scale, I think the 118 scale CR-18Ps are not good for a payload. Also, you can see with the weight, the car has like 500 grams. The springs and shocks are basically done. Without, it feels rather proper. But I think the best feature of this car really is the winch. And also interesting, the winch was solved in a clever way because they use a standard micro servo and have a spool on the standard micro servo. There is a lot of cable on that winch. And I think we will try to pull something now. Maybe we use my FX118 and attach it, kinda. It even we will manage. And let's try if we can pull it with turned off and locked axles. Okay, on the rubber mat it will become even harder, but I would say the winch is hauling. No doubt that that's a proper winch. It's not too hot yet. Awesome. So this is nice. And I think there is some trick that you can put out ramps. So you can use the truck as an obstacle, which is also kind of fun. And yeah, so I think there is some playing capabilities in this truck. The light unit, I don't care so much for light units. I don't know how to turn on the lights as usual, but it's this button, the lowest, channel 5, and now we have full working lights, also on the sides and in the front. Very nice as well. And now let's try to haul the FX118 up. So I would say the winch is doing its job for the car, not rolling at all at the moment. I'm pretty happy with the loading capability of the winch. As you can see, the front axle is basically locked, so lots of tension on the wire. Very good. I'm very happy about that. But as I said, I think I have probably other plans for the bed. Maybe I use it to make a trailer or something, because with the low cap it doesn't look scale at the end of the day, you know, because the cars are too big, the cap is not high enough, and so I think it's very, very cool, the options you have for playing with this car and so on. And so let's try one more time how the car drives. And this seems to be the fast gear. I think this could be fun outdoors. For indoor courses, I think the steering might be a bit ridiculous. In reality, it would be cool if the rear last axle had a diff for better steering, but I think I will change this a bit and maybe have 2 more servos on the rear axles to make the thing really turn. Very nice scale detail is here, this fuel tank kind of thing, and the lights. So far I'm not disappointed. I think the price point is good. There is room for improvement with a bigger cap. Maybe I can find something from a Sentoy or whatnot. And I think the frame is too high for how much suspension you get. But as I want to do a pendulum, so in reality my plan would be to do a pendulum suspension, shorten the wheelbase a bit and make all 6 wheels steer, so it's more like a European truck trial prototype class type rig. But again, I'm impressed by the general effort that went into this design. But yeah, the looks are debatable because the cap seems like ridiculously small, but this will not stop the fun, let's be honest. So yeah, that's it from me. And if you put the van on it, for example, it looks even worse, I guess. Oh my god, it really is a lot too small for the 1/18 scale rigs, because if you look at the height of the van cap, that would be a better fit than the truck cap, and in reality the truck should be higher, wider. So I guess perfect to haul around SX24 style cars, but too small for the CR-18P type of cars. But yeah, let's see what I will find out in the next weeks, how the car develops, how I have fun with it, and I hope to be able to run it outdoors still this weekend, so there might be more videos coming pretty soon. Thanks for watching.